Hello, 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 hello everybody. Can you hear me? Have I got the stream set up correctly? Sweet. Hello Ruhan, hello Summer, hello Gaming. I don't know if you're still here. Right guys, I'm going to build oh, I've got some feedback on the sound. Sort this out. So, right. Okay then, guys. So, we're going to build a cliff base. Switch into the game now. Right. I'm just still getting my own voice playing in my ears, which I don't want to hear. Sort that out. Not sure how I've got this doing this at the moment. It's doing me. But I still can. Right. I'm not sure how to solve this, guys. Any advice? Anyone you know how to use OBS? Um, right, can you hear me? Find different options here. Oh, thank you. Whoever that was, I didn't quite catch the name there, but thank you for that subscription. I'm just trying to work out how to turn off so I don't have to listen to my own voice, guys. Give me a second, please. muted. I don't know why it isn't. Right, I'm just going to have to turn the volume right down so I don't have to listen to myself. Right, I'm going to make a start, even if I have to listen to my own voice. Right, here we go, guys. So, I have found this spot. Um, um, it is. I'll try and zoom out a little bit now just to show you where it is. Um, uh, so yeah, I found this spot, and I thought straight away when I saw it that this looks like an absolutely perfect spot to build in, or like some sort of cliff base. Um, and uh, so, so it's this little mountain range that's next to, I think, this green obelisk. And I like the gaps between these cliffs. And I think this one on the far left is the one that I think to aim to build in today. Also, you'll have to let me know if the stream is looking better. I had a play around with OBS video quality, and I think a bit of help from a friend of mine, and I think we're now running in 1440p. Um, so we'll see how that holds up for the stream, but I think it brings out the colors a bit brighter, which is good, and also the quality of the image is a lot crisper, I think. So you'll have to let me know what you think. So I want to build in this little gap between these two cliffs. I think I'm going to try and sort of build the main build in this gap and then build it up and onto this little ledge here. So that's the plan. Now, I had a quick play around, but nothing nothing special, just to sort of gauge heights and see what sort of size base it is. But I don't really have a plan other than that. So we'll start, I think, by to find sort of the highest point, which I think is at the back here. I want to set my height using here. It's going to be the main base. Try that. That's extended. Oh. So how is everybody? Have you all been watching many other streamers? let me know. To be honest, I haven't watched any other Arc Mobile streamers um, since the beta launch, primarily because I've just been either really busy myself um, or just working on my own stream and like that. So you'll have to only me. Oh, legend, that's very kind of you. But there are some really good streamers out. You should check out some of them. Mr. Squatch is a really good one. Him. Um, so I'm just going to sort of lay out these foundations. I'm not sort of 100% sure. I may end up deleting some of them um, as we go because I'm not happy with their positioning. But we'll see how far we can get. Um, the structure count. Structure count is going to be a massive issue in this game, guys. Structure count is a lot smaller now. A lot smaller than it was on the previous Arc Mobile, and I think it's going to cause us a lot of problems, us builders. I think they've sort of let us down a bit. Have requested with the devs that they um, increase it, but we'll see how far that goes. Happens. Right. So I think I'm going to drop the foundations down by a wall um, down here. So best in the if you want to do a circle shaped bases, would it be like, well, so there's a couple of different ways that we can do circle shapes. There's the old method, and the old method does still work, the one that we used on the old Art Mobile. Um, but I believe there is a quicker and easier method now you can use. Um, I've got to learn it. I don't know if you guys know YouTuber Captain Fat Dog. But if you don't, you should definitely check out his videos. He is an absolutely awesome YouTuber and art builder. He's basically my arc building hero. And he's got a whole load of videos um, that talk about this. And if I'm truly honest, it was his videos that the methods I showed on the old Art Mobile were adapted from his. So I'll definitely check him out. A chance. Switching these to blocks because we've got to be thinking the whole time. I don't that little line. But we've got to be thinking about where to save structures when we're building. They've brought in the new four-wall high structure, which is really going to be really useful and powerful to us builders. We're going to have to start using that a lot more. Right, so what am I going to do? I think I'm going to sort of a lower area down here. So I need to extend out, find that lower snap point. One. got it. Should be able to. It's not poking through. So this is just using the same system that we used in Art Mobile um, to get a level floor. What are your thoughts on the Hackcraft feature? Well, I, if I'm perfectly honest, guys, I don't think it's going to affect me because I don't, as sad as it is to say, I don't really play the game. I build, pretty much exclusively build. That's all I do. So um, that hat feature's not going to really affect me. Though I do see some problems with the use of it. I think it's going to divide people quite heavily. But I do think that the devs are listening, which is important because I think that they will. They haven't. Some of the decisions that people assume they have made and aren't changing. I don't think that's the case. I think they will be changing quite a few of the things as the beta continues. I mean, since um, I got the beta, there's been I believe, three updates. So with the update, you have to download the entire game again. It's like a 3 gig game, and then add to that another two. I think it's 2 gig after that. So without a doubt, it is a absolute whopper of a game. It is huge. Just want to leave it to come out. That's what I want to try and just sort of round that corner off. Actually, round this to set the height, lower height. Could sure. So I can build this as well. Um, they should really reconsider the key system. Um, explain, Legend. What do you mean? In what way would you change the key system? I think key system is probably something that they very much need. Remember that this game's got to make the money. I think part of the problem with the old Art Mobile is that it started to lose money. It wasn't earning them enough money, and the result of not earning them enough money was they just pretty much abandoned it. They didn't invest in it anymore. Um, so I am sort of concerned, shall we say, that they that if they don't earn the money, they're going to abandon it like they did the last one. I tried cliff platforms. No, I haven't. They're the round ones, but I think someone told me they're not available yet. I think they're available with one of the later maps. But you'll correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen them. Could have a look, couldn't we? Oh, oh, they're there. No, I haven't seen one. We'll make a couple and look like. Oh wow. I don't know what I make of that, guys. I think. I mean, it's cool. Um, I'll use it. I'll use it here. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Not sure, to be honest. What what I wanted to do with this particular build, though, is I wanted to build something that out of Adobe because I wanted it sort of to merge into the cliff and that you not really it looks like it's a natural feature. And that big metal disc is not very natural, so I don't think I'm going to use it for this particular build, but I'm definitely going to have a good play around with that because that looks pretty awesome. Buy and quarry fridges are pretty expensive, and I think they should make it way cheaper. Maybe add some skins with keys to make more money instead of making the game pay to win. Well, I've never been I have to say, I've never been a fan of pay to win. Um, I agree. I think that making any game pay to win stays pretty much just alienates your players. So um, yeah, I think you've got a point there. Definitely a point. I mean, I don't know. Did who out of you guys ever actually bought Amber in the old game? I'll freely admit I never bought Amber. Um, I would hunt it and find those little things with Amber. Um, and a couple of people tried to give me hacked Amber before at that time, but I think. Oh, thank you, Dante. Hola, mi español está muy malo. Puedo entiendo todo que dice, pero poco sí. Thank you. Getting discovered less than a year into the game. Oh gosh. Well, doesn't I think see I've always been sort of person that just pays for games. And a lot of my friends who, let's be honest, don't pay for the pay for games always sort of laughed at me for doing so. They thought that it was unnecessary and I didn't really need to. And you know, they had lots of methods uh, of getting games for free, but it always made me feel uncomfortable because I thought if I was a games developer and people never bought my game, it would have made me question whether I'd gone into the wrong career. But that's just me, each to their own, you know. Still in line. You bought once with them, did you? I think early on they made quite a bit of money from it, but it all when it's towards the end, I think they had to accept that they had a broken game, and however quickly they worked to try and plug the holes the hackers were exploiting, the hackers um, would find weaknesses. I don't know. This is a question that the partners have been asking almost on a daily basis. Alcoholic. It's good to see, by the way, man. Um, so yeah, the partners have all been asking in our little partner chat with the devs um, when it's going to come out, and they're being very tight-lipped. I suspect because either, and I don't know this, this or supposition, I think the term is. Um, so I don't actually know the answer to this, but I suspect it might be that there are more um, sort of errors or problems with the game in its beta form than they may have envisaged, and so it's taking longer to get the game in a position that they can release it. I suspect, but don't hold me to that. I when the beta uh, was first sort of announced to the partners, we I said to I actually I was replying to one of the other partners' message because I thought I'd read somewhere that it was going to be launched on Christmas Eve, and I don't know where I got that from. But I did say that, and then the devs were very quick to say we've never said Christmas Eve. So I don't know if I dreamt it. Maybe I dreamt that, but it would be interesting if I hadn't and I'd somehow pounced upon it. But it does sound the sort of thing that might be a good day to launch it, don't you think? Christmas Eve, sort of a Christmas present to everyone. I don't know. What do you guys reckon? Yes, yes, I bet you all want to play it. Yeah, so I can't answer the question, unfortunately. Short of saying that it's coming through. Oh, dude, thank you so much, Builderholic. You really don't need to do that, but I really, really do appreciate it. So thank you very much indeed. Um, that's very kind of you. Try and make this kind of balcony here. But I can't go there because... Oh, I can. Interesting. Don't know how to do that, but bonus. We will not argue with the art gods. Nice space. I don't know yet. Buildaholic, mate. We'll see. It's right at the very beginning. We'll see where it goes. As I said a minute ago, I want to build something that's sort of completely. You will notice I've got collision detection turned off. I want to build something that sort of just blends into this gap in these big rocks, so that it looks like it's sort of being carved out of the rock. You'll have to tell me what you think. Get it finished. Would make this bit look chunky. But yes. Oh wow, Dante, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, and Buildaholic, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Um, does it take 30%? Wow. Put your PayPal up when you get a chance, and I send it. Oh, well, uh, I'll have to do that. Yeah. But thank you so much, guys. You guys are awesome. Um, we're never going to be able to use mods determined and uh, materiality. That's never going to happen. Apple would not allow it because, yeah, Apple is never going to allow that to happen. So I can't. Even if the devs wanted to do it, um, there would be too many problems, both uh, legal problems and just generally um, Apple are never going to allow it because basically what you're doing is you're saying that that Apple are going to allow someone to install third-party software um, on their iOS. Now Android would do it; they would allow it, but Apple will never let that happen. Yeah, I saw that gaming, but it leaves an annoying line. I'll show you. If I polish one of these, I'll show you. One polish. So if I put one in and then switch it to a block, compared to this wall here, if I do this one, switch to block, see how it's got that line along the top? And I want these sort of walls to look like they've sort of come out of the cliff itself. Um, so I don't want to sort of change between them. I know, Buildaholic, but the issue with the meshing is, as I understand it, and again, this could change. It might very well change. We're going to have to sort of see. But as I understand it, um, the the ability to do that is using collision detection and um, the structure collision thing. And if that's going to be I don't know if it's going to be on servers because I know that a lot of um, the old mobile version they had they called it meshing, and they got very annoyed with anyone who did meshing. So builders were often the people that sort of helped people with meshing, and so I think that I don't know. I think it's definitely going to be a thing in the single player, but whether it's going to be on servers, I just don't know. Maybe they could give you the option to the game itself in future to avoid third party issues. Which option determine materiality? For the mods, I think mods is just something that's just not going to happen. The only way I can see mods happening is if um, the the mod developers are willing to give the devs their code, and then the devs could make it sort of an official mod. Um, that is the only way I can ever see it happening, because it would have to be installed as part of the game, um, because then their code is sent to Apple to be sort of stress tested and to check that people aren't stealing data or anything like that. Um, I just want some features, blogs like they did in the old Arc mode. Yeah, gaming. I know what you mean. Tree platform had wall snapping, which was from CS Plus. Yeah, I think that those sort of things might happen, because that was the devs doing the things. What I just don't think is going to happen is that third-party developers are going to be able to make their own mods. It's going to have to be these things are sort of officially released um, by Groove Street Games. Yeah, I did look at that controller, Builderholic. I did look at it. The problem is, I don't really know how to play with a controller, just generally. Um, so I and the other thing is, and this is a personal preference, of course, not everyone's the same as me, but I am going to play 99% of my time playing Art Mobile um, on my without a controller handy, on buses and trains and when I'm out and about, and I'm not going to want to carry that around with me. Is there different types of doorways or an option to switch? No, it's not like ASA rhythm. But there are different types of doorways, and we are going to be using. There's the double door. I'll show you. So there's the regular one, which I'm not going to show you because we've seen that forever. But there is now these bad boys, which look so cool. I especially like the glass one. Glass one. Look, show you what they look like. Um, what do you guys make of the UI? I mean, I find it's not quite as slick as the old Arc Mobile UI. There's more button presses to do everything than there was before. Look at these. What do you think of those? They look cool, don't they? What would be horrible for PvP, the Legend? You would gaming. You would want to tame them. I still, whether you like it or not, consider you a builder, not a breeder. They do look good, and I like when you double them up when you put two on top of each other. To make a sort of a bigger doorway, but not quite as big as a Dino Gateway, because Dino Gateways are, some, I think for most builds they're just too big. So I like having them that in between. Right, I'm getting the sort of my foundation. Now I just wanted to flesh this out a bit. And a lot of the partners have been complaining about the positions of not being able to move some of these buttons on the screen. So this whistle that I, people keep hitting accidentally, um, and another one is to make the tools in the bottom right hand corner to be uh, sort of a little smaller, so that we can. Because I mean, we don't have to necessarily see; we know what's there. Yeah, legend. It's difficult to get all of that on a screen so small as a mobile. Half walls and half ceilings. The mechanics won't allow it in this version, gaming. Remember, this is a port of the Switch, which is a port of Survival Evolved um, ASE. So, um, what you're wanting is something from ASA, and the actual engine that is used in this game um, will not handle it. But I've found a little nifty way of doing a half wall, which I'm going to show you in this. I've been playing around with it, and I especially like using it with this adobe. It looks really cool, um, but it is a bit of a sort of a hack. Not well, not like a cheating hack, but you'll see what I mean when I show you. Um, One thing that I have to say is absolutely awesome is the ability to get stuff to stick together. You know how before you had, I would never have been able to place that wall, um, because not just because of the clipping, but you know before you had to do things in a certain order before it would allow you to place stuff, especially with like pillars. Well, I'm pretty sure that that order has gone. You don't have to do things in an order. A perfect example is the if I'm placing fence foundations and pillars, um, they don't have to be placed in a certain uh, sort of order as they used to be. Um, I have to make sure level the ability to go into the walls is just amazing. Got a horrible gout in my thumb and index finger. There's up from the yeah, let's hope so. Bit of that sounds really painful. Roof corner pieces gaming are amazing. Yeah, I've got a plan to use them in this build um, as well. Which I was playing around with them. I mean, the one thing I liked about the ones in ASE. In ASE, the corner ones are kind of adapt so they can handle a right angle, whereas these ones can't handle a right angle, sadly. Other dinos have platform structures. Yeah, one thing I think they've definitely done. I've played it around a lot with after that first stream, um, trying to see if I can get tilting structures working, and the the issue is the fact that um, the um, oh, so with tilting structures, they don't just like they did in the old Art Mobile. They don't allow you to bridge from um, the from a any platform to the ground. They are forever separated and cannot be unseparated, as far as I can see. Which is what they did on the old one, which is why the only way I ever worked out of um, handling that is to do the uh, that system using the trellis archway. Um, but there is no trellis archway anymore, is there? So we'll have to see what happens there. Did I play Ark before mobile? No, no. I remember the day that I got Ark. I was on the App Store just looking for a new game. At the time, I think I was playing a lot of Clash of Clans, and I found Ark, and I remember starting to play it and was just like, it's really hard, because anyone who knows me knows that I'm really rubbish at any sort of combat in games. Um, so I was really rubbish at it, and I was sort of wondering what to do if you're rubbish at the game, at the combat, which was what I thought was most of the game. What to do, sort of, with my time in the game was I was really confused at what I should do. And then I stumbled across um, uh, Aaron Longstaff's treehouse build video, his tutorial. I think the first one he's done a few, but I think it was the first one that I found, and I followed the tutorial religiously, step by step, and was I realized straight away that there were limitations in the mobile version that his version didn't have, the PC version didn't have. Um, but did think, this game's awesome and the building's great fun. And then the more I got into the building, the more I enjoyed I enjoyed the game. Yeah. Well, I think we're there on the foundations. Yeah, I didn't know anything about dinosaurs. The dinosaurs at the beginning, I remember Dilos. I was terrified of Dilos, those little spitting ones. And I didn't dare leave the beach I was just so scared of anything that moved, and the forest looked so dark and scary. So I didn't want to go. Can I? What I want to do? Try. Will it? It places, but will it stay when I touch the ceiling? Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? Now, one thing from ASA that I would love is to be able to snap this steps to that one. Why I don't know why we can't do that. Why we have to go through this weird thing of putting ceilings here, then it would make it a lot easier if we have to do. Played it for 100 hours and then lost interest picking it back up on mobile in 2018. A whole new experience for me. Binge their videos and then Bat Dog for building. I've never even heard of Nerd Parade Buildholic. What I think I liked about the mobile version, and the reason why, despite having like a gaming, I've got a gaming PC which I play other games on. I never really played the mobile, played Ark on it. Sorry, primarily because um, I um, um, what I played making them. The was the fact that I liked the fact with Ark Mobile that oh, this daytime. This is the coolest thing, being able to make it daytime whenever you was the fact that you I liked playing Art Mobile when I was out and about, like on a bus or on a train, and I could sit on the sofa. See, though they never work on the triangles. I don't know why. That's the thing. Can't place these. If you delete the triangle, the anything you attach to this triangle, it the steps collapse. I don't understand. Um, oh yes, Sven. Yeah. Pilgrim Project. Yeah, I remember he did some amazing builds, didn't he? And Sven did these sort of the mad, huge ones like Minas Tirith and stuff like that. That was awesome. A-frame bases. Let me think. Well, no, not really, because you're still going to rely on. Uh, you could make a sort of a big A out one end out of triangles and walls, but a true A-frame where you've got tilted pillars, I don't think it's possible. No. That my pyramid build, determined. It did take me so long to make that though. I can understand giving up. I, I I nearly gave up on that a couple of times. It was finding the the hardest part about that build was finding the mechanic to allow me to get the corners. It just took me so long to work out how to get the corners, the order in which um, you have to place everything, and then I'd find that it if I changed uh, if I changed the angle or the height, sorry, of any of the ceilings, even the slightest bit, it would cause absolute chaos with all of the different levels of the pyramid. Yeah, I did the same at Buildaholic. Um, I I just tried to copy them and learn that way the limitations. I didn't really Google the limitations or anything like that. I learnt them by going, well, how can Aaron build these pillars 20 high and I can't? And that's when I discovered, oh, Art Mobile doesn't allow that sort of stuff. Um, sorry, I should really sort of turn off Discord, shouldn't I? I know gaming is really frustrating. I'm so not particularly good at this streaming luck. Right, base is done. What time are we looking at? Oh, we've been streaming an hour to get the base. To be honest, that's about fair. Right, so what am I going to do? I am going to uh, have these sort of. The term is crenellations. I believe that is, because otherwise the build becomes very. By having the crenellations, taking full advantage of this clipping that we can. Bit of an interesting front. Can you imagine before when you had to like build the walls in a certain order so that you could put a ceiling there before you put the walls on top of it and stuff like that? Yes, determined. I know what you mean. Turn on focus mode. Hello, Shivam. Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. And can I see? I might have to go down the side just to click one of the sides. So we'll put it on both and find out, shall we? Put so not. Or do I have to take a whole strip off the front here? I think I might take a whole strip off. I might do that. I'm sorry, but I definitely don't like base. Right, so going for some uh, construction, guys. One thing I did play around on the PC after playing on mobile, and found that gun. That gun is the most dangerous thing in Ark, I think. Um, the red gun that destroys things. So dangerous. It terrified me, to be honest. I can't tell you how many times I ended up destroying things I didn't want to destroy. That damn gun. And I know it exists on this, but I'm not gonna staying away from the gun, guys. Too scary. So, oh, dang it. One thing I noticed, I tried earlier. I don't know. There was an update today. I don't know if they fixed this, but kill target doesn't seem to. Yeah, happy accidents about that. There have been many a time where, oh, some tree platforms where I've demolished, or you know, some of those like the builds where I like the Taurus builds, um, where you've got these huge suspended bits that were um, all sort of linked together. Um, they there's a number of times I ended up taking out the wrong pillar. There we go. Boom. Right. Okay. That's not too bad. Because I want those crenellations. And actually, I think this will work out better. I'll show you why I think it's going to. Look, it's going to merge into the cliff instead of sort of having that overhang that I had before. I actually prefer that. I guess that one was a happy accident, Grimwolf. Oh, you're right. You know what? You're right, Gaming Tube. It never did work in single player, did it? The Bob Ross of Armo one. I wish I had the hair. I wish I had the hair, Grimwolf. But sadly, no longer. Maybe once. I'm ashamed to say, as a kid, teenager, I had curtains. You imagine? Curtains. Yeah, and I actually thought I looked good with curtains as well, which is the slightly more embarrassing thing. Actually, having them is actually thinking, do you know what? I think I'm making curtains look good. Yeah, we called them curtains. This is long time before emos. Oh my gosh, long time before emos. I'm ashamed to say, I'm quite a bit older than you. Pretty sure, Grim. In fact, I celebrated my birthday last week. I am the ripe old age now of 44. 44 years old, which is a terrifying thing, because uh, I can like 10 years older than my parents were when they had me. And that is just a terrifying number. Thank you. No, I'm not lying. I'm 44 years old, and I'm an old man. Damn. Not it's not as bad for you guys as it is for me. Imagine how I feel. I'll tell you how I feel. I feel old. How am I? You're 5 years you're older because I'm an old man. Clearly, your hair's down to the middle of your back, is it? I can tell you, mine is not. Well, I see that sort of this little boxy thing. I quite like that as a shape. I think that looks kind of cool. And I'm thinking of like, if I build this up. Oh, right. Right, guys, you're gonna have to keep reminding me of this because we have to, from now on, now that we've done the base, we've got to stop using walls and we've got to start using the big walls because we the structure count is a big problem. So wherever possible, I need to use these big walls. Now the good thing about these big walls, which um, I don't even think happened on oh, can we not clip through? Get them to clip. Big walls not clip. They don't. Oh, that's an interesting thing, isn't it? The War of the Rohirrim. What on earth is that? Hello, Nemesis. Yes, it is brighter. Yeah, though we've done something, Nemesis. You're gonna have to help me. Yeah, we've done something. I've somehow damaged the sound, or you have. I'm blaming you, Nemesis. It was definitely your fault. Because with the sound now, um, I have to listen to my own voice. I've had to just mute the whole thing. Um, that clip. Yeah, okay. Grimwolf, what is the ride the War of the Rohirrim? Is that a film? Have they made a new Lord of the Rings film? I haven't even seen that advertised, let alone. Wow, they haven't even advertised it. When did that come out? Tonight. Jesus. I'm gonna definitely want to go and see that. You know what? I don't want these to be. Want to do that, but I use. Sorry, guys. Um, tonight I'm demolishing more than I'm building, aren't I? But I want these to be four because these are going to be shorter. One shorter. Anime adaptation. Oh, really? So it's not live action, it's anime. Oh, I wonder. That sounds interesting. So, canon. Oh, I can never say this word. Canon, canonically, where does that come in the Lord of the Rings saga? What part of the film is the story is that? Skeleton Tree, is that another animation? Nemesis is always trying to get me to watch the uh, all of the Star Wars animations, and I have to say I haven't, much to his annoyance. Watching Pipe Up now. Helm Hammerhand, I see. Interesting. But I mean, that story, Helm Hammerhand, it's not really told in the Lord of the Rings. So how are they doing that? Not covered in the Silmarillion. Um, and it's only talked about in like the barest, briefest detail in the appendices and stuff like that. So I wonder where they've got the actual story. Waiting for series three of what gaming? Of Game of Thrones. Been more than three series. Oh, House of Dragon. No, I haven't watched House of Dragon. I didn't. I don't know. The thing is, right? It's I with both Lord of the Rings and with um Game of Thrones, or what it should really be called is uh, what's it called? Song of Ice and Fire. Um, is I read the books before the films came out, and and before the TV program came out, and the House of Dragons was not written by George R. R. Martin. It was sort of written by people who had read his books, and I don't know if I like that. A game of the film of the book. Is that right, gaming? Which Lord of the Rings one? Uh, people uh, got really quite angry with the Rings of Power TV series, um, and I won't lie, I quite enjoyed it. I quite enjoyed the Rings of Power. Um, I mean, it's what I quite liked is I think I quite like the characters, especially um, I liked the characters. The guy who played Elrond. Guys, Discord. Nem, you're in the stream. Stop Discording me. God damn it. Um, yeah, what was I saying? Rings of Power. I thought that the characters, the actors especially, I really liked Elrond. I thought the guy who played Elrond was uh, really interesting. Stop it, Nemesis. Streaming. What is he like? Gaming. Have words with him. EMing me in a stream. Right. Oh, nice little bay window. So we'll just have it too high because I'm going to then use our new corner pieces. So off it. Can use these fancy things. They are a bit fiddly, I won't lie. I wish that you could interact with these and choose the finish, because they are this sort of adobe, whereas the sloped walls, um, sloped sorry, ceilings have a really cool tile texture. I don't know how to turn on streamer mode, Nemesis. You know I'm not very good at this sort of stuff. Is there a height limit like in the previous version? No, not as far as I can see, Doctor Fadre. Sorry, um, not as far as I've found out anyway. I don't think we're ever going to have access to any files on this. I'd be very surprised if they gave us access to any files. Right, so we are about the time that I want to show you this feature. So, this is what gaming. You were talking about half walls, and I've worked out this way. I'm sure I'm not the only person who's worked this out. I did this on the old Arc mobile as well. And it definitely worked on there as well. So what we need to do is what is this? Oh, we then need to build ourselves a table. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Yeah, you broke my sound star. Damn you. You did fix the picture though, so I can't be angry. I think the stream looks a lot better than it did. No, it's definitely your fault. Definitely your fault. Um, and finding snap points is quite a bit harder on this than it was before I found. We want that. Oh, I had it then. There it is. And then we want the inner one. That one. Then we put a wall above and a wall below. One below. There. Then I can remove the one above. I can put Oh no, sorry, I have to do it slightly different. I have to put this in, then the one below, then a ceiling, the inside here, then put this wall back. Okay. And what that gives, we can remove this table now. And what that gives us is a little half wall. Because when I put the actual floor, the floor is there, you can see. And like, oh, there we go. See, we get this little half wall. Yeah, it's not a brand new trick. No, I haven't, Green Wolf. For Dre, yeah, it was 14 walls with tech or geopolymer in the old version. But the new version, um, I keep hitting that whistle. I know it's going to really annoy me. Okay. Put these, should be able to, like that. Long. Makes a nice little parapet. It does add depth, yeah. And what I found, I also I did this when I was playing around. I think in the last stream, or the or in preparation for the last stream. Anyway, I'll show you what I did, which I think it just makes it look a little more interesting on the inside. I think I prefer the ramp top. Would add variety to the build. You could replace those walls with glass walls. Also have glass railing. Yeah, but the problem, yeah, I think you're right. And on many builds, I think that would work. This particular build, I'm wanting this to sort of merge into the territory, into the land. So I'm putting all the glass sort of a bit sort of inside, if that makes any sense. It doesn't really. I haven't really explained that very well. Um, but yeah, So I wanted to show you what I do. So this little gap you've got around here, I don't want to have to build a whole bottom floor and then a top floor above it. So I've been using these. They're just the right height, and they don't block it off completely, but they do make it look like it's deliberate, you know? Because if I then extend this like so, to be the main floor. Um, yeah, all sand gaming tubes. That's what I'm aiming for. Oh, thank you, Fedre. That's very kind of you to say so. He does have a channel, Builderholic. He does. He doesn't do much with it because he's lazy. He's very lazy. Oh, I tell a lie. It's because he spends all his time helping other people. He's too nice as that Nemesis. Yeah, he's too nice for his own good. I think we can all agree. So I want to put in some pillars. So I'm going to first put there. So to put some pillars up this. You should always be sorry, Nemesis. No, you shouldn't. If guys, if any of you haven't seen the stuff Nemesis has been doing for um Neddy, you should definitely check it out. It is mind-blowingly good. He is seriously good at these cinematics. He's like both of them. I mean, Neddy's pretty awesome as well, but they're just able to create a like the story writing's really good in those films you've been making, but but they just make Ark look so good. Um, and having spoken to Nemesis on multiple occasions, I am aware of how difficult it is to get Ark to look the way they managed to get it looking in those films. But I very much recommend you'll go and have a look. I'll stop. You'll make his head like explode, guys. I've learnt with Nemesis that if you give him too many compliments, his head just sort of gets so big um, that he sort of explodes. So if don't do that because we need him. We don't explode his head. He's always for hire. I'm his. By the way, I'm his agent, so um, I uh, I take 15%, 15% of any hiring fee for Nemesis. I'll give you my PayPal, and we can make this happen. No, I refuse. I think that I am more than justified in owning a bit of Nemesis. Um, the, I only own a little bit. It's gaming who owns the most of Nemesis. She owns like well over 50% of Nemesis by now. He's one of the admins on my Discord, Builder Alcoholic. If you want to meet up with him, I know, but it's a new thing. This actually expected to make money from this. I've never done it for money. I've never wanted to do it for money. It's always meant to be just sort of a bit of fun. If it becomes for money, then I start feeling like, um, I that I have to do it for, um, I can't miss streams, and at the moment I'm liking the streams because I'm just sort of it's quite relaxed. Um, I don't want it to become really stressful. Money is overrated. Not sure about that. Guzum, nice to see you. Use kick. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I agree. Gaming. I don't think Nemesis actually deserves any of the actual money. I think you and I should split all of the income from Nemesis. You and I should split it. Um, we'll give him an allowance. How's that? An allowance of, ooh, maybe, I don't know. He's a young man. 10, $15 a week. What do you think? Everything above and beyond that is ours. You you playing an iPad, do you, Guzum? I've got an iPad, but they won't give me a second code. It's all right, Nemesis. I don't mind. It's all good. I'm on fire, guys. My character's on fire. I don't know what's going on. Why am I on fire? Nemesis, why am I on fire? What is going on? Heat wave. Holy cow. Cheat CE clear skies. Oh, does it last long? I don't know if I can be bothered doing. Oops. Can I ever go into the cliff? No, it isn't, is it? Stop it. So I've been thinking about, do I need music in the stream, guys? What's your opinion? I'm open to all opinions. Should I have music? If so, what music? Because remember, I don't want to get copyrighted. Such a flatterer. Gaming. What do we think so far? You're such a liar, Nemesis. I could use music from YT Music. Uh, you should choose some for me, gaming. I'll put you in charge of my official music chooser because I like sort of quite heavy death metal music. I don't think anyone wants to listen to that while I'm building. So what do we think so far? Looks good. I know, Buildaholic. I know what you mean. Clipping. How long have we waited for clipping, huh? I so hope they allow it on servers. I don't think they will. I'll be honest. I don't think they will, but I so hope they will. Avenge Sevenfold. Upbeat pop. You'll have to play it for me. I won't lie. I don't even know what upbeat pop is. Gaming. You'll have to find some examples for me and send me the links in Discord. So, I think that front face is good so far. Could maybe this. Don't want it. Oh, I do my symmetry. It's freaking out. I can't just have a pillow on that end and nothing on this end. Oh, honestly, it's a curse. Oh, that looks even worse. I can't have that either. Sabaton. Yeah, that's cool, but I can't use that because I'll just get copyrighted. Sabaton are awesome though. It has to be free, and it's not chilled. A monomoth. I wish, Buildaholic. I wish, but no, that would definitely be copyrighted. And also, that's not. You can't have a chilled watching someone stream with that. There's no chilled math, is there? You require it, do you, Nemesis? Do you know what I require? I require um gaming to gaming should listen to some Viking death metal because gaming seems like such a innocent and nice person. And I think it may turn her to the dark side. We think, guys. Don't send me them now, gaming, because it's just the notifications are going to keep coming up. Right, that's the front or back. I don't know which is the front or which is the back. I haven't decided. Listening. So on this side, how many have I got? One, gaming, two, three. That's annoying. Odd number. Oh no, because annihilations go between like so. So, oh, we do drop sim down. Nemesis. You. Oh, dear. I don't even know how to respond to that. Right. Which ones did I say? So, crenellations have to be walls, but then the others can be the four wall because we only want these to go. Oh, I know we need one anyway. One to be actual wall so that we half wall. He dares. He always dares to commit terrible sins. I mean, you should know that. So, does anyone know? Have any of the other streamers been building, or am I the only one building? What are they all doing? I haven't watched any of them. Uh, I am sort of slightly interested what they're up to. What do on that side? 3. Mm-hmm. Right, we need on. Ooh. Right, so it's now, getting on to 2 hours. I told myself I was only going to stream for 2 hours, so I, I, I did say in the title that, or in the description, I should say, I was going to start this off, and I'm currently planning on doing the, um, like, doing the next stream on this project on Sunday. I'm thinking on Sunday. But I want to know what you guys think about streaming over like videos, like actual videos. What do you guys think? Should I do streaming or videos, um, like edited videos? The problem about edited videos is um, I cannot be bothered to build this again as a tutorial. I just can't bring myself to do it. A little bit of me would die if I had to do that, guys. So I really don't want to have to rebuild this. Number one, it would never look exactly the same because I would forget what I need, how to build it. And add to that the fact that um, it just bores me. I just get so bored of building something again. Simple turn live streaming into, well, they kind of are videos, aren't they? They do stay online. I quite like the tiles. Have you seen these this tile? That looks really cool. But not here. Steps gone. Pre-registration is now underway. That for the actual game? Is that what it is? Are they getting ready to launch? Is that what you're saying? Uh, yeah, but the video, like the stream, it stays up on YouTube, you know. Um, does stay up. Hmm. I don't want it to be this wide. Don't want it to be. So I will do so. Yeah, I could make it like a speed video. Yeah, I could do that. It's too difficult. I think with building specifically, especially in a new game, we all want to ask building related questions and ask about new game mechanics. Therefore, streams are quite the perfect. Yeah, well, I have to say, one thing I've been loving about the doing the streams is the chat with you lot. I've really enjoyed that. It's sort of, I think building can be a really lonely form of playing Ark because most of the time when I'm building, I'm completely on my own. And the few times that I've been like, people have been sort of helping me, I won't lie, I keep forgetting to talk to them. I mean, and Nemesis can confirm this. We've built stuff together before, and um, I just stop. I just stop talking. I have to keep reminding myself in the stream to not just to go quiet and build. So I wanted this to be 3 wide. This point here. Polish this into the other pen. Okay, fair enough. It was a long time ago. And boy, do you sound bitter about that. My gosh. Doesn't he sound bitter, gaming? What is this pre-registration for beta business? What are you talking about, guys? I still remember that time, my first ever time on PC Arc, and you were just horrid to me, Nemesis. That, that won't ever be forgotten. No, you've done the damage, man. You're just so mean to me. Re-registration for the actual game. All right. So they're getting ready to launch the actual game, are they? Interesting. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. What do you guys think? Do you think it's ready? I think there's some bugs still to be ironed out in it. But I think it's really close, but not sure. Beta's going to end in 1 minute. Oh, wow. So does it say when it's actually launching? Build Holic. Like when is it actually going to? They're doing re-registration. Do you know what's the coolest thing about these? No buy jokes aside, I've had a lot of fun playing with. Yeah. Um, Buildaholic, have they given a date that they're actually going to launch it then, or is that just the pre-release is going live now? End of the month, huh? It looks like after Christmas. My prediction was wrong. I don't know where I saw that. I'm sure I saw that somewhere. 24th. Clearly. Right, let's get some glass on the go. I do love these double doors. These are going to be. I have to say though, guys, you know, we're getting all these extra pieces and the this clipping uh, ability, but and this is a big but for me. One of the things I loved about Art Mobile was that it was difficult. It was it was harder than PC because you didn't have those things. You had to find a way around all of the problems. And I won't. I do feel a little bit that it's it's just PC Arc on a mobile. It's not different. I would argue that the beta hasn't ended gaming until the game actually launches. Um, just because they're doing pre-registration, they're still going to be running the beta because they're still going to be making changes uh, leading up to that launch date, I would argue. What does that mean? I have to stop playing? Yeah, I know. I know, Star. I know what you mean. Well, I don't understand gaming. So they're just going to close the servers. Oh. Oh, have they mentioned in the announcement at all what they're going to be doing about community servers and when that's happening or what's going on with that? Nothing. See, I don't know how long it's going to be before community servers. I think it could be a long time before they do community. And I wonder if they're going to line up with Nitrado again. What I really loved, um, Star, was the feeling of fact that you had, um, you know, I saw it always as a problem-solving thing. I want it to look like this. How am I going to go about doing it? And the game doesn't allow me to do that easily, so how am I going to do that? That's how I saw it. I know, but I'm no captain. Let's lay that straight out there. I am no captain. He is just scary, scary good. I don't actually know if Captain is human, because he, if he is human, he just thinks in a different way to every other human I've met. Though there are some others. Safiro, have you ever seen his stuff? I don't know about Alpha Spawns. I haven't left. I have not been the best advert for the game. That's for sure. I haven't helped promote much because all I've done is sit there building my little things. You know? I'm Art Mobile's fat dog, am I? I think that. I, to be honest, I can't be because the thing about Fat Dog is he developed these things on his own, and I developed them by playing around with his techniques. So I have to disagree on that one. Sis. But I appreciate the nice words. Don't get me wrong. I don't think same. I think I'd love to be thought of as, but I don't think I am. And what I think is different is I spend a lot more time um, sort of building pretty buildings, whereas that dog is all about the mechanics. He just wants to build the craziest shapes, that sort of thing. Yeah, think it might have been gaming actually, Star. Originally, it might have been gaming you showed me. So fiddly. They're so weird, these corner pieces. They're so weird to place. Right, guys, I'm going to finish this little sort of. I believe the term is my wife is an architect. She tells me a lot of these terms, and I do listen to her sometimes. Um, and she told me I think this is called a copula. Don't hold me to that, but I believe that is what it's called. Copula of a, or an, it's a kind of atrium. Oh, they are just so fiddly. Oh, why did it place? Any more is there to feel? Yeah, I've seen his Armada videos, Buildaholic. They are incredible. They are absolutely incredible. For out and out, like just amazing to look at. I still think my favorite might be Pilgrim. Um, he could just build the most uh, just awe-inspiring and jaw-dropping things. I wasn't ever involved in any of the building. Um, just built the bot. But I think that is where we're going to call time today. I hate how thin that is, but I'm going to be making thick using the half wall um, in the next stream. I think I'm going to build a second floor up here. Um, but I think, guys, that is going to be it for tonight. But thank you all so much for stopping by and watching the stream. And I hope you've enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next stream. Zain Ali, thank you very much. Just spotted you. I don't know if you've said anything before, but thank you for coming in. Thank you, Nemesis. Thank you, Build. Uh, thank you, Gaming. Who else have we got? I'm scrolling back up through the chat. Um, thank you, Tung Tar. Um, thank you, Silent Storm. Great to have you all here. Sliark, thank you very much. Guzm, I'm probably saying that wrong. Sorry. But thank you guys. Thank you all for coming and watching the stream. Thank you for Dre, by the way, as well. I've just seen your name pop up. So I hope to be streaming again on Sunday night. Oh, NX, thank you. Thank you for coming. Um, yes, hope to stream on Sunday night. One thing I am thinking of doing is doing a revive when the game finally launches, a new arc build off. I know Nemesis will be interested in that, but I'm hoping Enix and Build and Gaming and all the others will consider joining that. But more on that on the future. But thank you all for coming, and I will see you in on Sunday, hopefully. Right, take care. Good night, guys.